There is no good without evil, but evil must not flourish. Through anger, I embrace the darkness. But with compassion, I see the light. Jedi and Sith I am neither. I am simply one with the Force, and within the Force, I am free. Anyways, how's it going, SquandNation? There's your boy Playa. That was just my, I guess you can say, my gray Jedi code thing, you know what I'm saying? For those of you guys that don't know, I am a little bit of a fan, crazy into the Star Wars lore a little bit, not gonna lie to you. And one of the most fascinating things about when it comes down to being whether a Jedi or Sith, me personally, I'm in the fucking gray area. You tell me if I want to be a Jedi and Sith, I'm really just gonna be a freaking gray Jedi, hands down, because the gray Jedi easily is just like, it's the best of both freaking worlds. Why would I want to be a freaking Jedi that's a freaking monk but I can't fuck, or be a Sith but I'm basically lusting for everything else, when I can just be a great Jedi and basically use the power of goodness, but also dabble a little bit of darkness. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on! The concept of the gray Jedi in general really just, it's very interesting to me personally. It really is interesting to me, and with this one Star Wars game I'm playing right now, which is that a fly? God damn it. For those of you guys that don't know, this is by far one of the best Star Wars games of all time. Kind of like in between with Star Wars Battlefront 2, the old one, by the way. I'm talking about Star Wars Jedi Academy, where basically, Jesus fucking Christ, Jedi Academy, where basically you, the person, can actually be a Jedi, and not only just use the Force, but also use the Dark Force. You know what I'm saying? You can use a little Force Lightning, Force Choke. It really goes hand in hand, and I really love this game, honestly. I actually personally beat it myself not too long ago, really just like a few weeks ago, and I enjoyed playing the ever-living fuck out of it. So I'm gonna show you guys a few gameplay video clips, you know what I'm saying? Me being, I guess you could say, great Jedi, honestly. I personally, my head canon of this character that I'm playing as, which, by the way, for those that don't know, this character I'm playing is actually freaking called Jaden, where basically he's actually in the Star Wars EU verse. By the way, all this game entirely is all in the Star Wars EU, the expanded universe, the universe that is deemed non-canon because Disney, this was before Disney bought the rights to Star Wars, you know what I'm saying, and made their own canon. The sequel trilogy, all that shit. When in reality, this was the sequel trilogy for the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy, which is basically the expanded universe of just everything that was built upon it and everything else. And I'm gonna be honest with you, as I'm going deeper and deeper and deeper into the EU verse, I'm favoring this more than the freaking canon verse. I'm sorry, bro. The sequel trilogy left a bad taste in my freaking mouth. Force Awakens was fire, but everything else was garbage. It only makes it even worse because when you realize that most of the people really had very zero idea of the whole, like, Star Wars, just they just didn't know how to make this. They didn't know how to make this. They make this freaking trilogy. They had no grounds. They had literally, like, they didn't pull from any source material. No, they just made some bullshit up. They made literally bullshit up. When there was some lore they could pull from the EU and make it into the canon, but I guess not. But anyways, yes, here's some gameplay footage and stuff like that. I'm gonna go into more in deep with this, but anyways, yeah, here's my little gameplay of me playing Star Wars Jedi Academy and stuff like that. And as I'm showing you this footage, I'm also talking about more, basically geeking out a little bit with the Star Wars EU shit. Okay, so anyways, basically, for those that are pretty much probably just jumped ahead, all this in game all this is from the EU verse. Again, like I said, so for those that don't know, are probably like, wait a minute, what the frick? Who's this Kyle Katarn, this Jaden, this Rosh? Why is Luke Skywalker? No. All this, again, all takes place in the EU verse, where basically everything was primarily expanded upon from the original trilogy and all that other good stuff, you know what I'm saying? And personally, for me, I'm going to keep it in buck 50 and 20 or something like that, bro. They really should just made a whole movie trilogy to the EU stuff. And to be perfectly fair, if I'm not mistaken, in this little I guess you can say arc, or you know what I'm saying, this little saga that we're in right now. Well, technically, I mean, it really isn't a saga, but in this whole arc, I should say, and based on this game, is called the Dark Empires. Where basically, for those that don't know, obviously after the original trilogy, you know what I'm saying, obviously after Luke pretty much just defeated, you know, Vader, you know, Palpatine, all of them, he decided to finally, like, you know what I'm saying, establish his own little, you know, Jedi Order and stuff like that, which I think the sequel trilogy pretty much did that as well, but obviously fucking Luke failed, apparently, for some stupid reason. But in this one, he pretty much succeeded. He succeeded, and one of the things that what made, I think, the difference between the EU and the Disney canon is that in the EU, Luke was not afraid to use the dark side. Like, this man was not afraid. He even encouraged many of his students to literally dabble a little bit into the dark side of the Force, because, to be fair, like, even though the dark side of the Force, I mean, yeah, Sith use the dark side of the Force anyway, but, hey, I mean, to be freaking one, I think Luke kind of, like, got the idea and realized that, in order to truly become one with the Force, I guess, you had to, like, you know, experiment and truly understand the duology, you know what I'm saying? The duality, the differences between the light side and the dark side of the forces, and all that good stuff. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that's actually pretty freaking fire. Honest to God, if I'm not mistaken, Luke's little Jedi Order was pretty much very close, if not closer, to the gray Jedi code, you know what I'm saying, where pretty much, you know what I'm saying, there's a balance, you know what I'm saying, you can use the light side and the dark side of forces and all this other stuff like that, which was pretty much amazing, you know what I'm saying? So, but like I said again, this whole little game, everything about it, very much takes place during, like, the Dark Empire saga, where basically after Luke, you know, obviously defeated Vader and Palpatine and all that, you know what I'm saying, he established his own, like, Jedi Order. But the crazy thing is about what happened is that after the, you know what I'm saying, the Empire was defeated and all that, obviously there were still remnants of the, you know, the Imperials, all this other stuff like that, and it really, you know what I'm saying, because of that, obviously there was still loose ends to take care of. But not only that, the Empire really took, like, you know what I'm saying, had a really big leash on some criminal organizations. So when the Empire got destroyed, pretty much every criminal organization was like, yo, let's you know, so let's cause some trouble, basically. And that's pretty much where the Jedi Order kind of played in this whole, like, Dark Empire thing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Jedi was starting to become more like peacekeepers again and stuff like that. Of course, there was obviously the Sith, you know what I'm saying? Even though that obviously the Empire was destroyed, the Sith, or at least the ancient Sith, the Sith that were pretty much, that didn't really follow Bane's rule of two, if you guys know. The rule of two is obviously for Sith. There's only be one master and one apprentice. The ancient Sith, the Sith that are basically all about, you know what I'm saying, they're all about, like, you know, big groups fighting, you know what I'm saying, back in, like, the old Republic shit. They are all about that. They're all about that craziness, you know what I'm saying? But the problem that the ancient Sith basically, like, you know what I'm saying, effed up on was mainly because of the fact that since there was so many freaking Sith, literally, like, in groups, basically, there was a whole bunch of freaking infighting. So, but yeah, as I've already finished this, like, level and stuff like that, obviously, Bruce just gave me the rundown and stuff like that, and I'll probably get into missions and stuff like that. Well, so why the fuck did Luke, why is Luke giving me the mug face? What the fuck? But anyways, yeah. Yeah, so after you beat this, you know, game, whatever, or not beat the tutorial, I guess, tutorial levels, I guess, because there's two of them. you can eventually, like, venture off into the galaxy and obviously become, starting to learn more about all this other stuff that's going on in the, I could say the outer regions or the center region. I don't fucking know. The center rim, the outer rim, there's a lot. Okay, the Republic space. I don't fucking know. Anyways, yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Dark Empire. They just said, yeah. So after, obviously, when the Rule of Two pretty much were defeated, well, there wasn't defeated because I believe the Vader trained another Sith assassin, and she continued the Rule of Two. But then the Rule of Two got killed off by Luke Skywalker and her apprentice or whatever. I think, actually no, Luke killed the apprentice, killed the Darth Vader's little like Sith assassin after the war and stuff like that. But it was actually one of Darth Vader's descendants. I don't know if it was Luke's son or it was Leia's son. Actually, if I remember correctly, Han and Leia had multiple children. I'm gonna be fucking honest with you. Like, as I was exploring in the EU verse,
info was good.
Luke and Leia and Han were going in. Like they were going crazy in the sheets. Like they had, as far as I'm aware, a lot of kids. They had like a lot of kids. I'm still perplexed, okay? The amount of kids that they freaking had. Especially because my man Luke, he's had his little thing, you know what I'm saying? He had that girl, Mara Jade, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know what I'm saying, they had a kid, a son, if I'm not mistaken. I think his name was Ben. But it's just insane. But anyways, yeah. And this word pretty much, pre me up with this boy Chewie. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can tell that this is an old ass game because the models, I don't know what type of model that they had for Chewie, but bro, this model right here, this Chewie model just looks just ugly. Bro, what the heck, bro? Frame 1. But anyways, yeah. Also, as I'm literally looking at my freaking character, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know what the frick I was thinking about this freaking outfit, bro. I literally have zero sauce with this outfit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Hopefully, I'll be able to look at the dodge though. Look at that dodge though, bro. Look at be clean. All right, I somehow unlocked the UI Ultra Instinct. I unlocked UI Ultra Instinct, the Force UI, the Force Ultra Instinct. You know what I'm saying? If that's even a thing, is there even a thing in that in the EU? I haven't really ventured that into it, but yeah. But anyways, yeah. But back to the whole like Sith thing and stuff like that. The whole Sith, or should I say, is it? Yeah. After the end of the Sith of the Rule of Two came after like one of Darth Vader's descendants decided to take over the shit. Actually, yeah, it was actually Leia and Han's kids. One of them turned bad, and the other one had to fucking kill the others. So that was crazy. So yeah, that was the end of the Rule of Two completely. Like, it was finite. It was no more Rule of Two. It was basically just the Sith just doing whatever the damn well they freaking please and just fighting groups. Basically back then how they used to do it back in the Old Republic. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was fucking fire. I'm not gonna lie. Like, bro, like, you guys remember that little, like, that little, I'm pretty sure it was everybody should have seen at least the Old Republic, like, you know what I'm saying, Star Wars The Old Republic trailers, where basically my man, I think his name was Malgus? Yeah, his name was Malgus, bro. And that man came in with a crew of Sith and made the Jedi Council. That's just badassery ass freaking fires. Like, before my man Anakin literally, like, invaded and literally did the Nightfall Protocol and just execute Order 66 on the whole entire Jedi, Malgus was literally, like, leads above him, bro. Like, bro, carried the whole, literally took out the entire Jedi with his whole crew of Sith. It's just insane. But anyways, yeah, pretty much that's what the Primus of Sith is at right now. But yeah, pretty much that's pretty much all you really need to really know about, like, you know what I'm saying, with the Sith. Obviously, the Sith is pretty much, like, super freaking bad, obviously, blah, blah, blah. And the Jedi, obviously, good guys. But, you know what I'm saying, the Jedi, that's the thing. The Jedi in this one is leaning more into the Grey Jedi territory, which, I mean, makes sense because Luke, he realized, at least in the EU verse, he realized that, obviously, you know what I'm saying, Jedi's, you know what I'm saying, not having attachments, not having emotion, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? That causes a conflict of interest. You know what I'm saying? You can't go totally monk mode. Okay, you're gonna have to, like, you know what I'm saying, release some tension, release some stress. Okay, you're gonna have to what's the word? What are the words here? You're gonna have to test your reach and flexibility. So this is how you know I play too much Mass Effect. But anyways, but as right now, throughout the game, I'm pretty sure you guys are pretty much watching this. If not, you're pretty much hearing me talk about, you know, my love for, obviously, Star Wars, right? You're seeing me. I'm basically just helping my boy Chewie out. We're basically taking down, you know what I'm saying, these freaking mercenaries. As I said again, in this arc, basically, every organization, criminal organization, criminal syndicate, whatever you like to call them, they're basically just like, you know what I'm saying, they're the big bad guys at this point. Well, the Sith are still playing a role, but, you know what I'm saying, it's really like these, these criminal organizations. Actually, the Sith are actually, like, orchestrating some of these criminal organizations a little bit, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, it still has that little, like, you know, Palpatine-esque of, you know what I'm saying, controlling shit from the shadows type B, so there's still some rule of tool shit in there, but, you know what I'm saying, it's not as much as, you know, as it like to be, you know, and, again, there's no, like, one Sith and one apprentice and one master type B, but whatever. Ooh, look at that dodge though. Look at that roll. Bro, Chewie's like, man, you just gonna leave me here? That ass. Anyways, yeah. But if I'm not mistaken, through this mission, I did fight off against a Jedi, a dark Jedi, or just a Sith, you know what I'm saying, type B. And this is what possibly one of the main things I kind of like low-key love about Star Wars Jedi Academy. And there's actually a multiplayer. There's actually a freaking multiplayer to this game. This is all just single player, keep in mind. But there's a multiplayer to this freaking game, and I actually show it off if you guys want me to again. You know what I'm saying? If you guys like more of this, like, you know, Star Wars thing and type B, you know what I'm saying? You know, just like the video, comment down below, all this is good stuff, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I did showcase it off a long time ago, way back when I streamed it. But all in all, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this whole thing about the whole arcs and stuff like that, but yeah. I'm kind of forgetting shit to say, but anyways, I think we're kind of like closing in on basically destroying some droids here, but okay, criminal down, that guy, forgive me with my my gameplay. Okay, I'm coming back for C-3PO here, gone. R2 R2D2. I don't think that was even R2D2. Honestly, the colors look very different. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty much about to be finished with this like whole freaking mission type B. Keep in mind, all this is pre-recorded. This is like editing Playa Sykes, actually. You know what I'm saying? I guess you even could call it that. But yeah, we're pretty much, you know, about to be finished with this Tatooine shit and stuff like that. And that's like, there's two things why I love about this the Jedi Academy game. One is that, well, dismemberments aren't in this game, so there's that. Obviously, having dark force powers, whatever, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. But I think the one thing I truly do love about this game is that they handle the lightsaber combat in this game so uniquely well. It's just freaking amazing, to be pretty honest. Honestly, this game is way better than Jedi Survivor. I mean, I haven't played the game, but I have played its predecessor, which was Jedi Fallen Order, which is basically a Dark Souls clone. And I'm sorry, the Dark Souls aesthetic, it's just gotta go. It's just not for me, okay? Like, if I want to play a Dark Souls, I'll play a Dark Souls. But anyways, yeah. So, yeah, we're doing some lightsaber combat, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit... Look, okay, so to be fair, the lightsaber combat isn't, well, me really demonstrating this, me literally, like, because I took a break playing this game after I beat it. But, there are some things I have personally freaking forgot, but, you know what I'm saying, give me some time. But yeah, that pretty much takes care of that. Again, I'll probably have to, give you guys the full, full thing about how we, in this Star Wars game, I have to show you guys how the lightsaber combat is good, because it's a little bit more, it's a little bit more unique, as I said again, and me showing this off right now with me literally just like barely anything, and look, my boy Chewbacca, he was literally waiting for me, but anyways, yeah. The lightsaber combat can be it's very unique, and there definitely is a very training little you know what I'm saying. There's a little training thing that you really have to go through. You know what I'm saying. There's like a learning curve, but nothing too crazy like that. But anyways, yeah. At this point, I think we're about to be finished with this mission. But anyways. Yeah, for those that if you guys are interested in playing this game, you should probably this is my personal, you should get this Star Wars game. If you guys like Star Wars, or if you like, you know what I'm saying, Jedi Survivor, you know what I'm saying, you guys should play this game, literally. Like, especially if you guys played, obviously, not just Jedi Survivor, but the Force Unleashed games and other stuff like that. Again, a must-have, obviously. This game doesn't really cost as much. More like a good $10, $5 if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. And it's crazy. And also, this motherfucker Kakatar, like, bro, this man was gone the entire freaking time while I had to handle this shit with my man Chewbacca, bro. Come on now.
Guess these mercs didn't want us here.
Bro, okay, Chewie, okay, you don't have to ruffle me up like that, okay? Chill out.
Thanks, I think. These mercs.
Like, bro, like, my man, like, this man Chewbacca was getting his paws on me. Like, god damn. Okay, Chewie.
Get back to Luke and tell him what's going on. Can you tell Leia about the cult?
Yeah, Leia obviously is, well, Leia's not really in this game. Like, she's only mentioned, I'm pretty sure Leia, we don't really meet Leia and Han in this entire Star Wars game, but anyways, yeah. Anyways, guys, that was pretty much it for this video, you know what I'm saying? If you guys really do enjoy me just talking about stuff and just geeking out, whatever, about certain topics and whatever, again, let me know in the comments down below, because I really do enjoy talking about these stuff. And also, if you guys enjoyed this little like format, basically I will be talking while there's gameplay footage in the back, whatever case may vary. Again, let me know. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, this is a new one for me. Literally just talking, just non-stop talking while there's gameplay on the background, whatever case may vary. But I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So for all intents and purposes, hope you guys did enjoy this video. So comment down below, and actually in the comments down below, if you are in depth with the Star Wars like lore, especially with the expanded universe and stuff like that, what is your favorite Star Wars EU character? Let me know in the comments down below. Does your favorite EU character is Revan, Mara Jade, Starkiller, blah blah blah? Who is it? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're doing much now. This is Playa Sykes signing out. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace!